Charlie Woods, son of the greatest golfer of all time, Tiger Woods, was in town in Myrtle Beach about a month ago. He was playing in the Dustin Johnson World Junior, one of the premier junior golf events in the world. And I filmed his round, every shot for right here on YouTube. Posted a video, which I'm very, very happy with the reception, the views. A lot of comments on that, my most viewed video by a long ways. So wanted to sit down, provide my general takeaways, feedback, what I thought of his antics, of his round, kind of a la no laying up film room style video. So yeah, it was TPC Myrtle Beach, one of the hardest, most difficult courses in the area. It was a nice day. It was probably 45 degrees when he teed off, so it was a little chilly. He was starting the round on number 10. I can't ever say I've been to a junior amateur college event that had 200-300 plus people watching, following him, filming him, phones out on every corner. So it was a pretty hype environment for junior events. So let's kind of dive into his round. We're going to go shot by shot, provide my feedback. Let's go. So there he was warming up next to Kai Trump. I liked my intro. One thing I would have done differently is put captions in there. Wish I could have done that. I was trying to get this out quick. So number 10 was just a layup hole. He hit iron. Didn't have a good vantage point there, but this definitely sounded heavy. I think he chunked that. It's probably a 9-iron or a wedge. Water short, can't be short. Lands short of pin high and rips back. Absolute. Sucked it back in the water. A tough way to start there. And you can see his bodyguard in the background. Can't ever say I've seen a bodyguard following a junior golfer, but you know, it is Tiger Woods' son. So kind of an indifferent pitch here. Left about 10 feet for par, or excuse me, for bogey. It's a great stroke, and he kind of walked it in there. So I think that was a big putt. You know, no antics yet. They will come. I know that's probably good for my views. All the comments, just basically the main takeaway was that he was spoiled. He let this, you know, his poor behavior affect his round, which I'll get into. I did not think that was true. So this was his second shot, probably another wedge, you know, ripping back already. So high spin player. My main takeaway on his putting was he was aggressive, really, really aggressive. This is about 3 feet by, and tough way to start. I don't know why he's pointing left. Does he really think that's going to break like outside the hole from 3 feet? All right, his third hole, number 12. Pretty short hole. It's probably like 350. And see, he does not like that. They're pointing right, but it's okay. He's fine. Between the tree line, you're fine. He's probably got about a 60, 70 yarder here. Sorry about that. That was my worst film of the day. I didn't really catch that one on camera, but he's about 30 feet short, you know. That there was his best speed of the day. Thought it might just fall on that edge there. Par 3, I'm guessing it was in the range of a 6-iron. And it's pretty, you know, a beautiful shot, about 20 feet or so. Not a great vantage point here, but I think he rolled that one up there about 2 feet or so. Settled down a little bit. It's back-to-back pars. He's 2 over through 4 holes. This is a par 5, big tee shot here. Left is no good. He wants it to bite and turn left, but it does sit down, and it's fine in the fairway. Got an iron in here. Little whirly bird finish, but you might have heard me say right there, it's right at it. Went just over the back. So no antics yet, no drama, no whining or anything really. I mean, it was kind of a tough start. A little fist pump there, actually. I don't think I've noticed that yet. So I went ahead to the next fairway, as you know, staying ahead and another point right. Just I got right behind that. That all he had was a pitch out there, not much. So he's probably got about 80 yards here. Bodyguard in the background again. Decent shot. Par putt. Bang. That was the most hype I think he got all day, the most excited I got all day. What a par that was. Look at the crowds. All right, this is kind of a layup hole number 16 here. He hit iron. It's only a few yards off the fairway, so not ideal, but could have been worse. Probably like a 9-iron or wedge approach. And it was almost real good. All right, I know you can't really see the cup there, but standard little chip shot. More security he was dealing with, tap in par. So at this point, I'm thinking he's going to have a pretty decent round. He's one over. He's hitting the greens. He made that par putt. So he definitely settled down after the first two holes. You can see that one caught the right side middle of the green, which is a fine shot for mid-iron par 3. This is a routine 35-footer, good speed, Here's where things got interesting. Par 5. Throwing clubs. That one was like a heel snap hook almost. He was I think he was setting up for a cut. Doesn't know if it's in bounds or what. It says provisional, but really this was a third shot. They'd already waved at OB. Fairway, good ball. I did notice on this one, he was 20, 30, 40 yards ahead of the guys he was playing with. I think Charlie's a bomber. The twirl. Oh boy, and I got excited here. This might be a good time to mention I am posting a lot on Instagram and TikTok. This was viewed 25,000 times on my TikTok. Par putt would have been huge. But once again, very aggressive. I mean, this is 3.5 feet by. This is not dying speed, and his short putting needs some work. I mean, that's probably only like 2.5 feet. That is a rough double bogey. He went from 1 over to 3 over. I mean, not what you want. It's a good tee ball here. Number 1 was probably a 3-wood. It's going to leave him just a wedge, some sort of wedge. Not my best film job here, but it was a good one. I didn't see any other players sucking him back like that either. So not the best view here. That he had bodyguards and police and everyone wanting people to stay on the cart path, which was a little ridiculous. So, but here's the par 5, little whirly bird finish, but he loves it. And he bombed this way by the guys he was playing with. Here he is, just an iron into the par 5. He hates it. He threw a club. This is kind of where the antics are starting here. I don't think, personally, me, like throwing clubs, getting upset, as long as you forget about it and you're focused on the next shot, I don't think it's affecting your score. And this was another one there where the all the security didn't want us close, basically. So poor view there, but that was a poor par. He was right in front of the green and 2 on the par 5, made par. He looked like he was setting up for a cut, did not cut, did not like it. Punch shot just short. And I feel like, he's 3 over. If he can grind and get a couple pars here, this could have been a decent round. Not a bad pitch, but he's relying on the putter here. So far has not been great. That continues. That is a bogey. He's 4 over through 12. Tight hole here. Probably the hardest hole in the course. It's going left. But where it ended up really wasn't a bad spot. He had a backswing. He had a gap. He just had to draw it here. Did not draw it. And did not like it. A true F-bomb, a loud F-bomb. There was 30 people right near him there. And, I personally, I did that stuff. I know it's not great when there's a lot of people watching you, but pretty much all 16-year-olds cuss, all 16-year-olds get angry at golf. It's hard to control your emotions, but as mentioned, I don't think it's personally. I didn't believe this was affecting his round. You get mad at the shot you just hit, but forget about it in the next one. It shouldn't affect your score. So this was probably just a wedge here, par three. Pretty good shot. I couldn't quite tell, but it's about 15 feet here. Just that was not the best putt. A couple balls out. Really wasn't that close to going, but it's a solid par. I mean, he's 5 over. He's got a par 5 here, number 6 that he's on, and a short hole, number 8. Maybe he could sneak out a good round at this point. Hit the fairway. It's a tight hole here. All right, they're pointing right where I was standing. Ended up just a few feet from me. Here's another good view of his bodyguard, big old dude, sticking out, wanting to make sure nobody got close. But he played that one. Let's pause that one real sec. Blow me up. The way he played that, he played an explosion shot. He was 40 yards out in the mulch. Risky explosion shot. I did not get that. I would have took 66 inches off back foot, behind your back foot, forward press, pinched down on it, drove it in low, carried that bunker, and probably would have went past, but just made sure you carry the bunker. You're going to get on the green. You're in a bad spot here. He tried to get cute with it. I think he's trying to make birdie. Is he really practicing 30, 40-yard explosion shots out of mulch? I don't think he ever practiced in that. So personally, I don't think he played that the right way. And you can see here, plopped down in the bunker. I mean, just a worst case scenario from where you were. Decent bunker shot here. Didn't really release out after having an iron into this par 5. He's got 15 feet for par. And he went after it again. His putter, too aggressive personally. This is a ugly double bogey. I mean, you can see there he is not pleased. All right, par 3 here. He's got 3 to go. Tough hole on the last and does not like it. All right, I'm not sure what happened that, if he called it thin or what, didn't have a good lie, but poor chip pitch out there. And once again, 4 or 5 feet by. All right, he made that one. He is +8 now. Another whirly bird finish, which, I guess he's getting that from Arnold Palmer. So did not like that one. Called that one thin. It's probably like 100, 110 yards. Not really great shot. One of his better lag putts, I'd say. So he needs a birdie on the last, probably the hardest hole on the course to break 80. One more shot of his bodyguard. One more whirly bird finish going left. The rough here is pretty juicy. I've not mentioned that. Championship style course, TPC Myrtle Beach. Juicy rough, came up way short. And this one here, I think that cost him a stroke. I'm not sure, I'm not sure if he caught that thin or what. Another bad lie, but should never have been missing the green from like 20 yards out. And that was kind of an indifferent pitch, really not a hard chip there. And that is a tough double bogey to finish the round. You can see his hand on face, bad round. Why act pleased when you're not? Some people are, a lot of comments. Let me see if I can maybe dive in here to some of the top comments, and we'll go over a little bit of those. Great video, Parker Plays Golf. Looks like Charlie is a long way from cracking any Pro Tour. Needs a bit of an attitude adjustment. Looks like he gets in his head a little too much. That was the general takeaway from the commenters, that his attitude was poor. His throwing clubs, he was cussing. He acted like a brat. He was spoiled. But, I mentioned this a couple times. I really don't feel it that way. I don't view it that way. You can still get angry at yourself and still play a good round. You got to be, he's intense, he's focused, he wants to play a good round. He was definitely disappointed. So personally, I think Charlie has time. He could still make the PGA Tour. It's going to be tough. He's more pressure than any other junior golfer alive ever. So it won't be easy, but he's got the top tier instruction. He's got a course in his backyard. He's got his dad to look upon, to go bounce ideas about. He's 16. The best players at 16 often won't make the PGA Tour. You can peak at different times. There's a guy that played on tour a few years ago, Ben Silverman, in high school and beginning stages of college. He wasn't even hardly breaking 100, and he made it on PGA Tour. So Charlie has time. I personally, I think he will be on tour, when he around 26, another 10 years. Personally, I think he'll be a tour player. I'm not sure he's going to, be winning a lot, but I think he'll consistently keep his card for, 10 years from 26 to 36. He might pick off a win or two, but I think he'll be a tour player. And he'll probably move into design and business with his dad. But I personally, I know most of the commenters do not think this way, but I think he will be a tour player. I really had a good time watching him. It was fun. I felt like I was kind of watching Tiger, a little mini Tiger, his body language, what he was, the way he walked, the way his swing, beautiful, beautiful swing. Watching him on the range, you couldn't tell the difference between him and a tour player. The strike, the contact, the shape, it was immaculate. So I really enjoyed the day watching him. I'd hope to film and watch him another time, a few more times. So appreciate all the support on the video. I know, most of y'all are clicking on that to see Charlie, not me, but it was a fun day. It was fun filming. I'm glad the video turned out well for me. So I think we will sign it off. Appreciate all y'all watching. Let me know what you think of the film room style video. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't. See you in the next one. Peace.